McDowell had all sorts of trouble on Moser Monday, pushing oil out of the valley cover. They got it back together, and he's trying to complete his week here. Oh, and he's in reverse in the truck. Oh, man, that's a shame. That's why you gotta stay high alert on the starting line as he tried to launch it in reverse. All right, there's Brandon Dollar, the owner of Low Dollar Motorsports out of Lawrenceburg, Indiana. Brand new car. 35 days ago, the car was a shell and primer. Dollar showed up to the vent on Monday with a hurt engine. It's still hurt. Got a dead hole, so he's running on 7 cylinders. Let's see what Dollar can do. Get down in an 8-second range. Got a big no-time 98mm turbo on board the 5.3. Oh, and big spin for Dollar. And you can see, oh, and a lot of smoke developing for Dollar on the top end. It looks like I see a chute down there, so I believe he's good. All right, looks like he's good there. You see the big cloud like that? About the 8th mile mark, you've seen a big plume of smoke developing for Dollar. And we're going to go down there and check the track out. You know, I tell you what, I asked Dollar on Monday. They got here late. And I said, have you made any hits in the car? Brand new, yesterday. No hits, no testing. They couldn't take advantage of the Moser Monday test session as they showed up towards the end. Bringing a hurt car out here and trying to compete. I asked him if he's just going to baby it down. He said, no, I'm going to go out here and have a good time with everyone. It's him and his brother, Jamie. And we're going to see if we got anything on the track or not. I want to thank everyone coming out to day number 2 here. Your Summit Racing Equipment Midwest Drags presented by Mickey Thompson Performance Tire and Wheel. Alright guys, here's what's going to happen. So I believe we do have a little bit of fluid at the big end. I believe Dollar probably just pushed a head gasket. That's all that white smoke you've seen down there. What we're going to do is we're going to dry that up on the big end, and we're going to go ahead and move our prep forward. So we're going to go ahead and do our prep right now instead of at 9:30. We're going to get that cleaned up down there and go ahead and full prep. So we're moving the prep up to right now since we're going to be down.
What was that for delivery?
Alright, if you ordered a part, you're asking for a delivery out there in the pits. Racers, listen up. If you ordered a part and asked for a delivery, your delivery is on the grounds. So if you made a delivery here, expedited here, it is here on the grounds.
Oh, the UPS truck is literally at the gate.
Literally, the UPS truck is at the gate. So if you expedite a package here overnight, your UPS truck is at the gate. So we're going to be down here for a little bit, clean up this water that Dollar pushed out, and we're going to go ahead and do our full prep right now. So if you're back there getting ready to come up, we're going to do our full prep right now.
It should be like
Alright guys, so I'm being told we're going to estimate probably about 45 minutes downtime.
It's a fairly heavy mess.
Fairly heavy mess. We're going down about 45 minutes. So, give you a heads up, down about 45 minutes for a cleanup and a full prep. Alright guys, it's a good time to visit the official event merchandise trailer down there behind the grandstands. We have official event t-shirts, we have hats, stickers, banners. The Sick Week merch trailer is here on the property. These nuts is on the property also with their lug nuts. Go visit them. You'll see their flag flying down there. They're right beside the Summit Racing booth. Go visit those guys, as those guys help support this event and make it happen. Want to thank Gear Vendors Overdrive for the launch. You can get 3 tickets for $100. If you want to help the guys out with their business, you can get a ticket and a t-shirt for $60. Here's the catch. You have to be present Friday night at the AFCO Racing Friday night under the lights. You have to be present at the drawing to win the car. So if you're here, you have to be present to win the car at Edgewater Sports Park. You see Scott Clevenger out there checking the track out and his Elkhart, Indiana-based 3rd gen. Scott, we got an 18 tune-up in it. Oh, I said you got an 18 tune-up in it? 18? We're looking for 18, 820? You don't know? I know it runs consistent 8 low 8s. Once again, guys, we're cleaning up the big end, and you can already see the dragger is out on the track. So we're going to drag this track, then we're going to spray it, let it set up, and then we'll go live here again. I'll let you know right before we go live. I like to see the lanes full as the lanes are starting to fill up. I can see the Gary Bell machines as they're going to make their way. They're headed out, beating the rain to US 42. we're probably about 5 minutes from going hot, about 5 minutes. So this is your 5-minute call.
Every Molly Motorsports piston is backed by 95 plus years of racing heritage and technology innovation. Molly employs the most advanced piston design and machining being used today. When it comes to piston purchase, why choose anything but Molly Motorsports?
Grab the motion. You're going to take the lead.
I want to thank Hot Rods by Havlicks, VP Racefuls, Portable Car Hoist, that's Robert Hernandez down there. The portable car hoist has welders on it now. Summit Racing donated those to help these racers out. Go follow Drag and Drive Racers Facebook group for additional event info and conversations. So Michael Nark's down there. If you go follow the Drag and Drive Racers Facebook group, you'll find all sorts of interesting stories about these drivers. Tomorrow we'll be at US 42 Dragway out in West Salem, Ohio. Friday night we'll be under the lights for your APCO. Oh, we got some people in need in the tower. What do we need, buddy?
Either a gear or a full distributor for an MSD.
All right, guys. Mark Fisher is in need of a big block Chevy distributor, MSD, either the gear or the whole distributor for big block Chevy. So we need an MSD distributor, either the gear or the whole distributor. So I can see a whole bunch of gears sheared off the distributor. All right. Looks like we're getting ready to go live here shortly. So if you're out there in the pits walking around checking the cars out, you may want to make your way to the grandstands because I see Garrett Mitchell, aka Cletus McFarland, back in the lanes. You see Kevin Smith out there as he's going to be checking the track. Behind him, you're going to have Ryan Hargett. You got Dan Hirsch, Glenn Hunter back there in the express lane, and Mr. Wildcard, I believe that's Brandon Arnold back there in the T-type. We're going to have a fresh radial prep track as the guys here at US 41 Drag Strip have been taking care of us. Make your way to the grandstands as we are about to go live again. Like I said, tomorrow we're going to be headed out to US 42 Dragway, West Salem, Ohio, as these guys are going to make the big drive tonight to get out there back to Ohio. Then Friday night, AFCO Racing Under the Lights, Friday night Under the Lights at Edgewater Sports Park. And I know there's some guys on the grounds that have told me if they can make the whole event without breaking, they're going to get their 2 time slips turned in Friday, and they're going to batten down the hammers and get after it. I want to give us some big thanks to our event sponsor, Summit Racing Equipment. Presenting sponsor, Mickey Thompson Tires. Gear Vendors Live Feed. Moser Engineering, as they sponsored Moser Monday for us. AFCO Racing Shots, Friday Night Lights. The Molly Motorsports Award Ceremony. And the Cooling Guys, what you want underneath the hood, Delta PAG. A lot of these high-powered machines are going to be running the Delta PAG fans. Give them a big shout-out, as Delta PAG has been with us since the beginning. And we continue to grow here at the Summit Racing Equipment Midwest Drags, presented by Mickey Thompson Tire and Wheels. Okay, I see Scott Clevenger is suited up in his 3rd gen. I believe Cletus is in his car. Ryan is in his. And the man, the myth, the legend, Bill Spangler back there in the FUB. Joe Fritz shaking his head. So confident, so clean, so smooth.
Are we running the pair that was already about to run, or just Cletus?
Pair first and then send Cletus down.
All right, I got the official word. We're about to go hot here again. Cody Walker in the Red Eye Hellcat out there right-hand lane, left-hand line. Mr. Skinner in the Dirty Bird. You know, left-hand lane, I wondered Monday when I seen a car, I said, that's not what I think it is. The Dirty Bird, back of the Dirty Bird, he has a mullet hanging back there. He's pretty interesting. Chucky Skinner. Walker has fault traction issues. Moser Monday had a little bit of trouble getting the car hooked up. Yesterday they had some trouble. Can they get the car down in a 9-second range? 1:33 short time for Walker, right-hand side. Walker goes a 6:07, 1:13, 9:52, and look at the crude lady. She's out there waving her hands. She loves it. You know? And there he is, all the way from Bradenton, Florida. Garrett Mitchell, a.k.a. Cletus McFarland, in the KSR-backed El Camino. Kevin Smith out there in front of McFarland, getting a car in the groove. The car has been a 710 at 201 mile an hour on the first hit. Playing it soft, let's see if McFarland can bust out his first 6-second pass in the mullet with a Steve Morris big block on board. Oh, and we got it hooked up here. McFarland. He goes a 468 in the 8th, 708, a big mile an hour, 205. Oh, and look at Joe, 1001 left-hand side. We got so excited about McFarland, we forgot to tell you, 1001. Wow, Spangler putting it on him. Right-hand side, number Scott Clevenger, the Elkhart, Indiana-based third-gen, 427 cubic inches of Billy Briggs racing engines. Big 98mm turbo on board, as you can see hanging out the right-hand side of the car. Scott, a car that goes down 810s, 820s like a bracket machine. Let's see what the tune-up he put in it. He's going to get up on the brake, one of the fastest 4L80E cars in the country. And look at the power wheelie out of the Clevenger machine. Clevenger goes 513. This may be a 795, 173 out of Scott's machine. And here comes Mr. Ryan Hargett, the performance shop owner out of Evansville, Indiana. Hargett Automotive Performance back, Coyote powered Mustang. They assembled the engine in-house. Hargett, a fast hot rod. Right-hand side has been down in the 750s 2 times, yesterday and today. Let's see if they put the 730 tune-up in the car. Okay, wheelie control came in for Hargett, pulled a little bit of timing. Hargett goes 497 at the 8th, 762, 185. So you've seen Hargett out there about 80 foot out. The car was going up. The wheelie control kicked in, pulled a little bit of timing out, pulled it back down on the ground, and made a nice solid hit. Dan Hirsch right behind him. The racer out of Chicago, currently stationed in South Africa. Flew to the event, flew in Friday night. Chris Hirsch's cousin picked him up from the airport, loaded the car up, and headed to Cincinnati for Monday Moser test session. Had trouble fighting for traction Monday and Tuesday. Let's see if the small block 427 cubic inch small block Ford twin bullseye turbos. That's Wild Bit Divine putting the turbos on the car. Oh, Hirsch fighting for traction again. And Hirsch is going to mosey on down. I imagine those guys will probably make a couple suspension adjustments and come back up. All right. Glenn Hunter, right-hand side, out of New York. The Bel Air, a 540 cubic inch big block twin 88mm turbos on board. Car has been deep in a 730-ish range. You see Kate Hunter watching her dad. Right-hand side. All Hunter's on a rip, folks. Hunter over 126 short time. 151 at the 8th. 745, 189 for Glenn. And I believe they're going to be happy about that one. All right, folks. No time alert. No time alert. The folks watching the live stream in the Kentucky, Ohio, Indiana area, you've seen the T-Top. He's displaying times this week for the event. I asked him, have you done a drag and drive? He has not. So he had Brad from 10 Soldiers riding co-pilot with him. This is a 5.3 liter Ford riding piston, 98mm no-time turbo. When I say no time, I mean this guy usually races with the clocks off. So people really didn't know what he's ran before. He revealed to me he's been 470s in the 8th. He's running a stock suspension, small block power category. He's looking for a 760 hit here. He went 780s on his last lick. Let's see what Brandon Arnold out of Hebron, Kentucky can do. Arnold bumping in slowly. Oh, Arnold, you can feel the power in the tower. 126 short time, 495 at the 8, 769, 177. And and look at the Omni breaking in the burnout box as he's going over towards the wall. Hope he's all right right there, but the Arnold machine, 769, 177. The question is, does the Arnold machine come back up and try to bust out a low 760 to tighten up the gap between him and Ryan Hargett? All right, Dodge Omni. Mr. Reeves. All right, the Omni's off. It's probably going to be top in charge here past the 8 while trying to run him down. .63, 140 mile an hour. All right, here comes one of our Street Machine Eliminator cars, setting number 2 right now. Right-hand side, the rear-wheel drive Impala. Like I said, guys, I apologize if I do not have your name on the live feed. I have nothing in front of me that's based off memory. All right, the Impala is in. Impala is going to go down a 156 short time, 640 at the 8th. Going to be tight down there. 990, 134 for the Impala. All right, full size Chevy truck, right-hand side. Oh, and look who's rolling into the water box, Sir Piss-a-Lot. Oh, that truck blows the tires off right-hand side, gets back into it. You can see the black smoke pouring out of the truck. All right, the 4-door LTD out of Columbus, Ohio. 5.3 liter, no, it's a 4.8. I believe it's a 4.8 with a VS Racing 85 millimeter turbo on board. One of the guys I was hanging out with last night at Taco Bell at midnight. He is a no-time hard tire racer. He puts the hard tires on the car. That's right. What's on your truck outside, he puts those on this car and goes racing. All right, Sir Piss-a-Lot going to spool the turbo on the right-hand side. He's going to go 151 short time. At the 8th, 591, low 9, high 8, 921, 134 as he has some issues. And there he is out of Michigan, the Baker Engineering back Nova of Brian Acton. You see Jay from J Wire Solutions in front of the car, getting them lined up in the groove. The 5.3 liter turbocharged Nova. Okay, you see Jay up there making sure the door is shut. They're looking for that 850. Here we go. Nova gonna spool up right-hand side from Michigan. Acton goes 132 at the 60-foot mark. 549 at the 8th. 858, 157. Right-hand side, 482 cubic inches, all aluminum Pontiac. Firebird of Rich Bellman. Pro Charge F1A. And there's Jay Grabiak, the car in the left-hand lane. That's our Summit Racing Midwest Drags giveaway car from 2021. Grabiak was one of the guys fortunate enough to average a... Oh, and look at Rich putting it almost on the bumper in the Firebird. As he's going to blow by the Nova on the big end. Bellman goes 972, 138. And Grabiak, 1035, 125. And a little bit of smoke out of the Bellman machine on the top end. Bill Schwartz, the turbocharged Chevelle. right-hand side. Had a little bit of trouble last pass getting hold of the groove. He's lined up to the right of the groove, trying something a little bit different. Let's see if this affects Bill or not. About 3 inches out of the groove. Oh, he got a hold of it. 1:34 short time. Looking for the 850 on the back end. 5:51. 8:57. 1:59. And the Swartz crew, I think that's probably going to be their last pass. You're going to hit the road. And there's Nathan Pede out of Houston, Texas in the 2000 S10 5.3 liter turbocharged machine. 19 years of age, all the way from Houston. These guys, one of the first people on the property. Pede gonna bump in the right-hand lane in the truck. All right, Pete goes on 151 short time, right-hand side. 8th mile mark, 666, 105. 10:41, 129. Scott McCallum back up in his Mustang. And look at the adjustment there. Crew guy lines him up wide left. Completely out of the groove.
That truck's 326, correct?
Let's see what happens. Scott McCallum. Oh, it worked. Fonzie down there knew something about that. He goes 575 at the 8th. There it is, 888, 155, his best pass of the event. And the Russell boys are on the line. That's Rick Russell out there, the Little Red Express, trying to get down in the 8-second range, trying to be the fastest Little Red Express in the country. You see Big Rick back there, wearing a 501 shirt. See the the mag getting a shot of Rick. He's going to love that. Let's see if Rick can get down in an 899 or a low 9-second hit right-hand side as he's taking on the boys from New Jersey in the 14 Camaro, Mr. Ambrose. Oh, Ambrose about bumps through the lights. Russell, a little bit of a spin there. Going to throw him off the pit as he goes 587 at the 8th. 921.46. So you've seen a little bit of spin there from Russell. All right, check the blue Camaro out right-hand side. All right, guys, we will have a track prep at noon. So at noon, we will re-prep the track. Track prep at noon. Camaro out there banging the gears, and you can see between the 2-3 shift, it brought the tires up about 2 inches. All right, left-hand lane coming up. Okay. I'll tell you what, US 41 taking care of us about halfway in between. They're going to hand spray the track also. Heather Clevenger, left-hand side. All right, Camaro rolling the gears right-hand side. Let's see what kind of time he puts up on the big end. It's going to go 11:87 at 123. All right, Heather finally got the truck spooled up. She's on a decent little hit. She goes 7:78 at the 8th mile mark. 12:14, 112. All right, our no prep racer out of Youngstown, Ohio. In the water box, left-hand lane, that's going to be Brandon Cyrillo. And it's 4-eyed Fox body, 4 8 cubic inches of LS power. Frankenstein engine dynamics, doing the hits on the Fox body. A little bit of nitrous. Team has been struggling getting down the track, and it's really making me wonder, since they are no prep racers. Shut it down. So the starter's saying shut it down. We're going to go check something out on the track. right, gonna clean up a little water here right at the starting line, and you see he's got the sprayer out, and we'll hit the spray. You see Cyrillo's crew guy out there checking it out, trying to get his driver in the groove here, seeing where the sticky is. Once again, you see a lot of these guys making a lot of passes. So folks, the Summit Racing Equipment Midwest Drags presented by Mickey Thompson Tire and Wheel. These guys have to turn in 2 time slips a day. That is the difference there. Drag week, you can do a one and done. You don't see the car anymore if they get one glory pass. There is no such thing as a one-hit wonder here at the Summit Racing Midwest Drags. Cyrillo having a little bit of trouble in the burnout box. All right, pretty sharp correction there by his crew guy as he points him a little bit to the left and lines him back straight. Let's see if the nitrous assisted Fox body can make a decent hit. Car capable of going down in the 8-second range. And Cyrillo still fighting for traction out there. Something just not happy on the chassis on the Cyrillo machine. And a little bit of smoke developing, but I believe he's okay. Right-hand lane, 983, 146 out of the Mustang. All right, it's Stephen Hill, right-hand side in a full-size Chevy truck. 4-liter Whipple. Board and stroke T56 Magnum behind the power plant there. Ethan Dunn left-hand side in the money out of Louisville, Kentucky. Twin turbo 5.3 Chinese 7875 straight from eBay. All right, Dunn is in. Let's see what Dunn can do as he blows the tires off. Hill taking a little bit of a different approach, being nice and conservative on the starting line. Hill trying not to miss a gear down there. And there is the 9-second Toyota 4Runner 2JZ powered all the way from Salt Lake City, Utah. That is the vehicle of Darren Nipper. They call him the Dodger. Him and the crew guy arrived Friday. Made a 10-second lick. He got here today, first pass. 970, 980, I believe. Let's see if he can get back in that 9-second range. Oh, listen to the Toyota Japanese brand 2JZ get fired up. Yanking that left wheel out. Pulled it in a little bit sooner. He goes a 158 short time, 636. Going to be close to that 9-second range. 988, 138 out of the 4Runner. All right. And there's the small block Ford 331 cubic inch Fairmont. Small block Ford powered right here. Left-hand lane, also with a 351 Windsor stock block. I'll tell you what, look at Fonzie out there making adjustments. He crewed for Tim Flanders last year in the street race small block power category, and they did a good job. He's lining his drivers up to the left about 2 foot. All right, let's see what the small block Fords can do. Oh, a little bit of tire shake out of the Fairmont. All right, he goes 1034 at 134. Anthony McDowell, right-hand side, out of northern Indiana in the C10 pickup truck. A week ago, the truck was having issues. Didn't know if he was going to make the event or not. Found 2 faulty injectors. Tested on Monday. Started pushing oil out of the valley cover. And he's here day 2 at US 41 drag strip in Morocco. All right, McDowell going to spool the turbos up. Big time tire chatter out of McDowell's C10. As I can see the chatter marks on the track. All right, if you remember the Camaro left-hand side, Roscoe almost put the thing on the bumper. Let's see if they got the car turned back down and trying to get it out, as he went for one heck of a ride on his first hit. Right-hand side, a 427 cubic inch small block, manually shifted. Roscoe out there, you see that's worn out. They're looking for that 8-second hit. Roscoe with a 5.69 at the 8-mile mark. Roscoe, 893, 150. Hitting the laundry. All right, the Dodge Omni of Mr. Reeves out of Augusta, Kentucky, back on the line. Right-hand side, the 10-second Omni, running your manual H pattern category. One of the, I believe, 2 front-wheel drive cars that we have here competing at the Summer Racing Midwest Drags. Oh, he said, shut it off, shut it off. He sees something he doesn't like. Oh, he's got a little leak developing. I'm going to push him back. I tell you what, the guys here at US 41 Drag Strip are doing a heck of a job. And there goes the Omni, 174 short time. And the front wheel drive cars usually back out pretty good. He goes a 708 at the 8th. There he is, 1066, 138. He's going to be happy about that pass out of the Omni. Mike Reimar's left-hand lane in a 2011 GT 500. I believe that's Rick Callahan down there, left-hand side, or right-hand side. Oh, Callahan having some traction issues. Reimar's is going to mosey down. All right, track crew gonna do a little mop here real quick as Colt Rist in a 2004 Impala is in the water box. He is in your street machine category. Colt trying to chase down Bill Spangler, but I don't think he's going to get there today. All right, Colt gonna spool the car up right hand side. Impala. Impala gonna go a 1:09 short time. All right, it's going to be Mike Chenowich out of Peoria, Illinois, in the 7 Plymouth Roadrunner. 540 cubic inch of Hemi power, right-hand side. Twin 76 millimeter turbos. That is a dry sump Hemi. Pretty unique combination. The car is idling on a trailer on Monday. He let me get on the trailer and take a look at it. All right, Mike gonna spool it up, and he blows the tires off the Plymouth. Still have issues down there out of the Roadrunner. He's gonna run it out the back door. 10 flat at 159. And there he is, Sir Pissalot, left-hand lane. The guy's out of Columbus, Ohio. Stock 4.8. 85 millimeter turbo, VS Racing on board there, trying to get that 8-second hit out of the 4-door LTD. All right, can he get us pulled up left-hand side? Really soft rip out of the LTD, but it's making a charge. He goes 122 at the 8-ball mark. 9:22, 1:36. Was he down there on the brakes? Is he still lifting? All right, next pair up, no info. Left-hand side, 1204 at 117. Right-hand side, 1261. All right. The Elkhart, Indiana-based third gen of Scott Clevenger, right-hand side. Cody Walker over there on left-hand side in the red-eye Hellcat. Clevenger coming off a 7-second hit, trying to get back down in the sevens, would love to turn into, oh, and look at his crew guy about fall on the track prep. Can Clevenger turn in another 790 time slip? The 427 cubic inch Billy Briggs LSX based engine, big 98 millimeter turbo. All right, Clevenger. Oh, and he has a little stumble there, but he gets back in it. With a 139 at the short. Still go 852, 172. Joshua Hurt out of Michigan in the 400 cubic 8. LSA blower on board right hand side, and he's taking on none other than the 2021 Summit Racing Equipment giveaway winner, Jay Grabiak out of Pennsylvania. Grabiak looking to get down into the second ring in the giveaway car. 10:22, 1:30 out of the Grabiak machine. Alright, left-hand lane is going to be Paul Henrich out of Michigan, a 6.2 liter LSA. R&D Performance Fab on board. That's Lance Drinker out of Michigan. Alright, I believe he's going to do a little hand spray here.
Going all the way down the shutdown to check this thing because I just found an aluminum bar and I got diaper in my hand. I'm going to see if there's anything else. Alright, 10-4. We're hand spraying it right now.
So we're going to hand spray the front half here, and then you can see the golf cart down there on the top end. They're going to check, see if anything is down as far as material. I don't think any fluids are down, but they're just checking to make sure everything's off. And you can hear Heinrich's machine. That is a cog-driven LSA. We got two R&D Performance Fabrication entries here in the burnout box. Alright guys, so I said the golf cart was down there on the track. If someone is missing a pad of their engine diaper, we have it on the top end. So, you know, a pad on off the engine diapers. So, if you guys want to give it a quick check, look underneath your cars at your engine diapers to see if you're missing the absorbent pad. We found one. Alright, gonna fire the Heinrich machine back up left-hand side. Ready to go here live again.
Alright, we're back on.
The R&D Performance Fabrication backed S10 right-hand side turbocharged entry. Do not have the driver info, but I have the driver in the left-hand side. That is Paul Henrich out of Michigan. 6.2 liter LSA cog driven. Oh, the S10 with a little bit of tire spin there. Heinrich going to go 11:02 and 1:28. The S10 goes 11:09 and 1:27.
Make sure the hatch is closed on that box.
and Cyrillo back up the no prep racer out of Youngstown, Ohio in the 408 cubic inch Frankenstein engine dynamics on board. We're going to check the hatch on the Fox body. One of the common problems with those Fox bodies, they don't want the hatch to shut sometimes. Look at it, had a key in the back of it. Okay, they probably added some weight to the rear. Oh, and look at him, all the way over in the pebbles, brings him back in the track. And I tell you what, he's bringing a little bit of his no-prep lifestyle here to the Midwest Drags. As he goes 9:23, 1:47. Brandon Cyrillo was over in the pebbles, headed towards the wall. Brings it back in, goes straight down to 9:23 at 1:47. Hey, that's one way to get A to B right there.
He went to C first.
Oh, man. Rich Bellman out of Carlisle, Pennsylvania, and he's 69 Firebird. All Pontiac powered left-hand side, 482 cubic inches of aluminum Pontiac power, F1A Pro Charger on board. Rich Bellman brought the car last year to Midwest Drags, cracked the block first pass last year. He's here to prove a little something in the 2022 Midwest Drags. Car capable of going down in the 8-second range. You see his fiance Courtney down there on a knee getting some footage for Rich Bellman. Nice wheel stand last hit. There we go. Bellman making a nice little hit here. He goes 1:34 after a short time. 9:67, 1:39. I tell you what, the crew guy's happy. Doing some clapping, Tourette's. All right, no driver info on these guys. I apologize. But I know both these guys have made plenty of passes today. All right. Dan Hirsch out of Chicago in a 65 Mustang. Jamie Dollar out of Lawrenceburg, Indiana, or Lawrenceville, Indiana, left-hand side in a Camaro, 5.3 turbo combination. Hirsch, a 427 cubic inch small block Ford, a twin 80 millimeter turbos. Oh, and Hirsch bumping through. We're going to back him up. Hirsch having a little bit of trouble there on the trans brake. I know the guys were outside the hotel about 5:30 this morning messing with the car. I looked out the window and I seen them down there working. You can see the crew guy out there on the camera. Hirsch pulls it up, having a little bit of trouble, but gets back. Hirsch, big time tire spin about 150 foot out. Hirsch gets back into it. 9:43 at 165 for Hirsch. And there's Mr. Chinowich. All right, a 540 cubic inch Hemi, right-hand lane. Little bit of tire shake. $927,153.
Whenever Shay said it, I looked up it.
All right, we're gonna go out there and check the ET sensor on the left lane, 8th mile. All right, Colt Riss down there in the 2004 Impala. He's back up here trying to shoot for that 10.00.
So I don't know what's going on with it. We're just going to have to run it. One lane, 8 miles. Now we'll run it. We still got 4 guys. The sensor went out.
Got you guys. So we're having a sensor down at the 8th mile mark. Went out. We're going to have to look at it later, but we're going to keep going. We just need the quarter-mile time slips that the racers have to turn in. I know it hurts, having data in case you have to abort a run, but we're going to keep this thing going. As we know, we have inclement weather headed this way. We're trying to get all these guys to get their 2 time slips, because here at the Summit Racing Midwest Drags, you have to turn in 2 time slips before you can hit the road. There is no one-hit wonder here.
One major problem right now are outside. They're not.
A baby blue. There's no missing this one. Colt Riss looking for that 10.00 left-hand side. Riss goes 161 at the short time. Turbo had to make some steam. $10.12, 140. He'll be happy about that one. Scott McCallum, left-hand side in the Mustang in the water box. And there's the other Hargett Automotive Performance entry of Brent Sinclair from Evansville, Indiana. A 390-ish TKM LSX base power plant, 102 millimeter turbo on board the Camaro right-hand side. They have fought traction with the car Monday and Tuesday. He made an 8:30 hit yesterday, and it was interesting how this car went A to B. Sinclair out of Evansville, Indiana. Let's see if they got the car figured out. Get back in it. And Sinclair just kind of blows the tires off again. As you can see the black tracks, when he tried to bring the power in, they go to the left. Oh, and look at the Mustang putting up a big number, 874, 157. Brian Acton out of Michigan. Capizzi Automotive backed. Baker Engineering backed. J-Wire Solution backed. A lot of guys on board the Camaro on the Nova. That's the reason he's setting number one right now in your street race small block power adder category, as he's looking for that 850 with the 0 1, 858 on the last hit. Acton. All right, Acton goes on 131 short time. Looking for a 545 at the 8th. Going to be tight. Acton goes 851, and Jay's happy about that one. We're going to get on the road, Jay. All right, Mr. Ambrose, left-hand side, out of New Jersey. Oh, and look at the adjustment for Cody Walker. His wife out there moving him wide left of the groove, trying to find where the Hellcat likes it, as they're coming off a 9-second hit a while ago. Walker looking for another 9-second time slip. All right, Ambrose pulling the turbocharger up in the left-hand lane. Oh, Walker, a little bit of tire chatter. 650 left-hand side, 643 right-hand side, 1004 and 135 for Walker, 1012, 135 for Ambrose, as those two guys were side by side all the way down the track. Mr. Pete out of Texas in the blue Chevy S10, 19 years of age, making his first drag and drive event here with us. All right, S10's pulled up on the brake. S10 goes 663 at the 8-mile mark, 106, 1034, 131 for the S10. Left-hand lane, 1021, 130. All right, fans, don't forget, we have official Summer Racing Equipment Midwest Drags merchandise down at the merchandise trailer right behind the grandstands. That black trailer. We have Sick Week merch out here. We have US 41 merch. Go support the guys that make this all possible. guys, don't forget we have merchandise on the ground. Merchandise. Take a memory home with you.
Greg Mocha, you're going to take the wheel.
Every Molly Motorsports piston is backed by 95 plus years of racing heritage and technology innovation. Molly employs the most advanced piston design and machining being used today. When it comes to piston purchase, why choose anything but Molly Motorsports?
While it's quiet, I want to give a shout out to some of our event sponsors, title sponsors, Summit Racing Equipment, presenting sponsor, Mickey Thompson, Tire and Wheels, Gear Vendors Live Feed. I want to thank them for the live feeds, as many of the racers out here are running their Gear Vendor units. Moser Engineering for the sponsorship for the Moser Monday test session. And then Friday night, Abco Racing Friday Night Lights. Molly Motorsports for the award ceremony. And one of the sponsors has been with since day number 1, Delta PAG. All right, here comes an R&D Performance Fabrication back Nova. You gotta love the sound of the car drive on the LSA. That's Lance Dreher down there on the camera. Colt wrist in the Impala, right hand side, the Street Machine Eliminator car. I mean, you gotta love the sound of Henrich's Nova. Made a test hit on Monday. I went and found him Tuesday morning. I said, dude, this got a car drive on it. They make them in-house at R&D Fabrication. You need to check them out. Wrist looking for that 10-0-0. Been 10 teens today. Been 990s, trying to dial it back. All right, Paul Heinrich, 3-8 short time left-hand lane, 6:49.106. 10:13 right-hand side at 132. Left-hand side for Heinrich. Oh, there he is, folks. The man that was over in the Pebbles last pass, the no prep racer out of Youngstown, Ohio, Brandon Cyrillo. The 408 cubic inch LS with Frankenstein engine dynamic heads on it, nitrous assisted. If you want to talk about an interesting route, he made A to B on his last pass. He went 940. Here we go for Cyrillo. Cyrillo out there driving it again, gets it back center. A little bit better than his last hit. Going to be down in the 9-second range. He goes by 584 through the 8th. 9:13.146 for Cyrillo. And he's dumping the laundry, airing it out. the all aluminum 540 cubic inch Hemi. Twin turbo Hemi power plant, Mr. Chinowich. A little bit of tire spin, gets back. Oh, big sharp move for Chinowich. And he gathers it back up and gets out of it. As you can see the black tracks, he is going towards the center line. He was starting to make a little bit of a sharp move towards the wall. And he did the right thing, didn't try to be a hero, and he's coasting out.
Out there, might as well go get.
All right, Chinowich going to take the return road right there.
Every Molly Motorsports piston is backed by 95 plus years of racing heritage and technology innovation. Molly employs the most advanced piston design and machining being used today. When it comes to piston purchase, why choose anything but Molly Motorsports?
Brake motion. You're gonna take the wing.
Every Molly Motorsports piston is backed by 95 plus years of racing heritage and technology innovation. Molly employs the most advanced piston design and machining being used today. When it comes to piston purchase, why choose anything but Molly Motorsports?
Gen, or white third gen, 427 cubic inch small block Chevy, Walter Racecraft. High RPM small block. All right, rocking the slick on the back of the Camaro. Looking for a low 9-second pass out of the Camaro. Let's see what he does. All right, up on the two-step as he makes it work here. Camaro makes a little move there at the 1-2 gear change. Goes a 601 at the 8th on his way down to a 9-second hit. 9:35 at 1:46 for the Camaro. And the crew guy's happy. All right, guys, so if you're going to be making a hit, you might want to really think about turning it up, making it happen, because the rain is not too far out. And once we start seeing some precipitation, it's going to be it. See Brandon Arnold making his way back up to the lanes. All right, full-size Chevy truck gonna spool the turbo up. A little bit of tire spin out of him. Gathers it back up. 173 short time. He goes a 763 at the 8th mile mark on the big end. Gonna turn in a 12:08 at 1:08. Alright, here's the other R&D Performance Fabrication entry out of Michigan. Oh, we're having a little bit of trouble in the truck in the burnout box. Alright, truck making its way down there. Left-hand side, a 168 short time, a 680 at 104, and he goes out the back, he goes a 1057, 128. And you see Brad from 10 Soldiers out there in the right-hand lane. That could be one thing. His driver, Brandon Arnold from Hebron, Kentucky, about to make a pass in the T-top. And I said it earlier, he is my wild card driver of the events, the guy that just kind of showed up out of nowhere late Monday. Arnold calling him over. Maybe we got a little bit of an issue going on out of the Arnold machine, trying to figure that out. Alright, beautiful Nova, right-hand side. He's made a lot of passes with us here today. Alright, 155 short time for the Nova. 8 mile mark goes 648 at 108. Out the back, he's going to run a 1011 at 134. You got to wonder who's coming out. It's going to be Brian Acton out of Michigan. The J-Wire Solution back Nova. You see Jay out there in front of the car giving me the big wave. Acton has probably been the most consistent driver the whole event. Has ran a string of 850s. Oh yeah, listen to the Baker Engineering Camp sing in the Acton Nova. Capizzi Automotive on board the Nova, building the transmissions for them. Forced induction, doing the turbos for them. A lot of key people taking place to make the Nova do what it does. And that's go 850s. In testing 2 weeks ago, the car went a personal best down in the 830 range. So they slowed it down to come run a street race small block power adder category. All right, Acton gonna spool the turbocharger up left-hand side. Let's see what the Nova out of Michigan can do. Acton, he's going to go 128.60. He's going to have to slow down just a tad. 540 at the 8th. Probably going to be faster than a 847, 158. I was calling it from the tower. I seen the 60 foot, and I said he's going to have to come down just a tad, as that car is a machine. And there he is, my wild card of the event, Brandon Arnold out of Hebron, Kentucky, in the no time T-type. Oh yeah, you see Brad from 10 Soldiers Race Cars out there co-piloting with him for the event, and look at how critical Brad is out there doing the step test. He's going to line him up directly in the grooves where he wants them. And if you're not familiar with 10 Soldiers, you should be. They got the big Jerry Bird probe at the shop right now. Jason Terrell's sitting back, getting that thing ready for No Prep Kings this weekend in Bowling Green. They let Brad go have some fun with Arnold. Arnold, a 5.3 liter LS, rod and piston, big 98 millimeter turbo on board. Car has been 470s in testing through the 8th. He said it has a 750 in it. He just come off a 770 pass. Let's see what Arnold can do. Arnold trying to get back down in a 760 range. Arnold's got a bite on this one, 122.60. Arnold going to put up a number 491 in the 8, 750 coming, 764, 177. It had all the makings of a 750 hit as Arnold goes 491 at 145 at the 8th to turn in a 764, 177. They're trying to hang in there with Hargett. You gotta love that class. That is your stock suspension, small block, power out class. A fun class to watch. And there's Paul Henrich out of Michigan, back up here in the Nova, the R&D Performance Fabrication back Nova, 6.2 LSA, cog driven. That's that whine you're hearing. That whine you're hearing, that's the cog drive. Kind of gives it that jet effect. Oh, and look who's pulling up in the lanes. Brian Acton. Come on, man. You guys get gritty. You got to get that other time slip turned in. As Acton gonna pull right back up into the lanes. I'm telling you, you come to the Summit Racing Equipment Midwest Drags, you're going to see these cars make a lot of passes. We put them through the torture test here. Today, I believe we have a 5-hour drive over to West Salem, 5.5 possibly, trying to get ahead of the rain. So we got 2 cars in the lane. We got the Ryan Hargett machine out of Evansville, Indiana. I got Brian Acton back there out of Michigan. I'm not sure. I think Brandon Cyrillo might be making his way back up here. Unsure. Is that a thumbs up? Cyrillo coming back up? Oh yeah, that's Sir Pissolot down there giving me the thumbs up. All right. The guys had to pull over about 6 times yesterday. Couldn't stop going to the restroom. Here comes Brian Acton back up. Probably been about 8 minutes since he made his last pass. I would consider that definitely a true street car. He went 847 on that last hit. I'll let you know as soon as he takes off if he's going to be near that 850 mark or not, just based off his 60 foot. Tell you what, Jose, Forced Inductions really has that turbo screaming, that unique whine to those Forced Induction turbos out of Alabama. Left-hand side, Acton. Jay put him in the groove. Acton looking for an 8.5 with a 0. All right, the Baker Engineering back now. We're going to spool it up left-hand lane. Acton goes 128 at the 60. He's going to have to tap it down tight just a little bit. Is he going to drop it out the back? 851, 144. And I asked you if he was going to have to drop it out the back. He did. You see, he knocked about, 10 mile an hour off where he's usually at. He did it, baby. Good job, Jay. Keep it up, guys. See you tomorrow at US 42. Alright, and here comes the no preparation out of Youngstown, Ohio, Brandon Cyrillo. The man was over in the Pebbles earlier. He pulled it back in, put a 940 hit, came back again, went in the left lane. He ran a 19. He's looking for a high 8-second pass out of the hard tire car. That's right. Cyrillo. Purging the nitrous, the 408 cubic inch LS motor, Frankenstein engine dynamics doing the heads on the car. Cyrillo, here he goes. That's right, wilding out, spinning through it. Cyrillo going to hang it out the back, let the 408 scream. 939, 147. And here comes the performance shop owner out of Evansville, Indiana. That is none other than Ryan Hargett. The screaming Coyote twin turbo 2,000 horsepower monster has been consistent. 750, 760s. They had a 740 tune-up in it Monday during the testing, but the rain came down. You see Tammy down there behind the car with her camera, going to get some video footage for Ryan, as they love to collect all the data they can. Is Ryan going to put a 740 pass down here? Let's see. Going to spool the Coyote up right-hand side. Oh, and you hear the wheelie control kicking. 121 at the 60, 491, 750, 753, 187, like a bracket car for the Hargett crew. And you guys heard it pull timing about 60 foot out as it went under wheelie control. And they're making it happen, staying consistent. And we're not done. We got another Hargett car in the staging lanes. Oh, Fisher got the 32 fired back up. He found his distributor, and he's back in the lanes. You gotta love it. These guys coming together, helping each other out with parts. Mark Fisher making the call. And remember, Mark, as soon as we see precipitation, the vent is going to be done. So you might want to think about potentially hot lapping that thing. All right, I see Dan Hurst, the Chicago-based 65 Mustang, going to make him another trip down the 1320 here at US 41 drag strip. Don't forget, guys, you can see some of the vendors shutting down as they know the rain is coming. But still go out there, visit the merchandise trailer, get a shirt, get a hat, license plate, sticker. All right. Here comes the Evansville, Indiana-based Ford-Gen Camaro of Brent Sinclair. You see his son Caden out there in front of it, putting his dad in the water box. Caden's first drag and drive event. Usually his wife Amy rides with him. Unfortunately, she had to work, so Caden got the call to the big leagues. All right. a 390-ish TKM LSX engine with a 102mm turbocharger from Forced Inductions. Sinclair has fought trouble the whole event. He had one good hit, almost put it on the bumper. Can Sinclair get down here, folks? Soft, Sinclair, shot, gonna get back into it. There you go, Sinclair, making some steam. Pedals again at the 8th. 9:10, 152. As something just not happy in the chassis of the Sinclair machine. Once again, guys, if it's getting tight out there, as soon as we see precipitation, that's going to be it. We're rolling, because we know it is a coming. Mark Fisher getting a big block fired back up left-hand side, the 32 truck. These guys have been through it this morning. As they're up, Fisher got in the burnout box, and he killed the distributor. Dan Hirsch, right-hand side, he's 65 Mustang. Little burnout out of Hirsch, keeping it nice and subtle. Chris Hirsch giving him the thumbs up. That's his cousin. Chris picked him up from the airport Friday as he flew in from South Africa. They loaded the car up and they hit it here, or hit it to Cincinnati Monday for Moser Monday test session. Let's see if the Hirsch boys got the car figured out. Spin a little bit. Gonna get back into it at the 100-foot mark. Oh, and something happening with the Hirsch machine, but he gets back into it again. 987, 168. It's him and Sinclair, I believe, are sitting there battling it out. So you got to ask yourself here, does Brent Sinclair come up and try to make another hit? Does Dan Hirsch try to come up and make another hit? Because those two guys are battling out in that category. That is the modified power adder category. Right now, before the event, Sinclair was leading that with an 839 at 165. Hirsch was behind him with an 896 at 170. You know, Hirsch has the power to run, both cars have the power to run down deep in the 7-second range, but both of them are fighting traction here during this event. Yeah, buddy, just like I called it. Look at Fisher hot lapping it. What do you call this? Midwest Drags True Street? What do you think? Right to the water box Fisher goes in the 32. After tearing up the distributor, he is back. We didn't even worry about checking those tires. We just want to get a hit in. Looks like Fisher just got to mosey down so he can get another time slip turned in. As his first attempt, he broke in the water box. And these guys have to turn in 2 time slips a day to complete. Look at Fisher. They brought the distributor up here, and man, I don't know how many teeth were missing on that distributor. Car could be hurt. He goes a 10:05 at 136, and he's going to get his 2 time slips, and those guys are going to get